All over the world, numerous amounts of crimes happen in seconds. Some willingly partaking, and some unknowingly. But we will never stop spreading the word until the criminals are captured.
Adam Smith had been living in this apartment taking care of his mother, who passed away from cancer just days ago. He showed us a photograph of a wrapped box that was in his freezer. He said his mother kept it inside their freezer for decades and told him to stay away from it. He opened it after she passed away.
There was a pink blanket, baby blanket, and when I reached down and touched it, and I could feel a foot, and I could see the baby's head with hair. Hair was still attached to it, smooth.
Police responded to the building early Sunday morning. They called the death suspicious. Smith told them, as strange as it sounds, he never looked inside that wrapped box, thinking it was a frozen wedding cake. He says it was a shock to him when he discovered the baby.
Who absolutely keeps their own child in a box for this long and never talk about it and never... I just have so many thoughts, and it's just insane.
He's distraught thinking about the possibility that that child may have been his sister and what his mother may have done.
I have to wait for the autopsy to see if that baby ever took a breath. And I cannot help it to think she might have done something to it. I just can't help it.
He wonders if he'll ever know the truth now that his mother is gone.
It's tragic. I mean, this gentleman just recently lost his mother, and to add that to it, I mean, my heart goes out to him. I just hope he gets some answers.
I wanted some kind of closure, and I feel like I may never get any closure because my mom's gone.
Y'all, when I tell y'all so much crazy stuff in this world happened, don't nothing surprise me no more. That's just how I look at everything. But to be in that situation, if it was me and I was in his shoes, that is some freaky shit, okay? I don't know how I would react in that case. He said all those years, he's seen it in there, but he never bothered it because she always say, don't touch it. And a lot of us know, sometimes we'll be like when our parents say, don't look in there, that's ours, don't touch it. You know, sometimes we'll listen, but then for the most part, we'll sneak in there and go look. But just imagine if he had a snuck in there and looked. What in the world would his reaction have been then? I don't know. That would have been crazy. So it's a good thing he didn't go look, because maybe, of course, he would have questioned his mom. We're not going to say, but the thing is, would he have went to partake and like, Mom, we got to get this out of here. We got to get this out of here. What is going on? You know, it's easy to fall into traps like that. I'm not saying that's what he would have done, but that's a great possibility. And it's easy to fall in traps like that. That's why when somebody tell you don't look, don't look. I guess, right? But I would be freaked out in this situation. I really would. I don't know what to think. I will leave the article below. She had other children, and she had given those other kids up for adoption. And when I researched this story, because I seen the clip first, and when I researched it, it actually said one of her daughters came forth because they found out who she was. But when they searched her name to find her and to look her up, the whole article of this situation popped up. And that's what spooked them out. So her and the brother end up coming together, and an uncle that she knew she had brought around. And the uncle basically told how the mom had twins. And I believe it says she gave the twins up for adoption, and she had another baby that She told everybody that she miscarried or whatever. I'm not sure, but I'll leave the article below so everybody can read it for themselves. But I want to know what y'all think. Ain't this crazy? Like, what would y'all do in this situation? Because if you had it looked in the box and freaked out and be like, no, mom, this ain't right. We got to get this baby up out of here or whatever. First of all, that's tampering with evidence. Now you involved in something that you ain't got no business being involved in. So now you're wishing that you hadn't have never looked, you know, and God forbid if it did go that way, somebody find the baby's body and then now he's going to prison or jail or whatever when all he had to do was not look. When you don't look, you don't know nothing. So now, all of a sudden, you've been taking care of mom and mom passes away. So now you're left to clean mom's house. So when you're cleaning the house and you're going in the freezer, sometimes you'll wonder, all these years, what does she have in here all these years? She told me not to mess with this thing. I've been waiting to get my hands on this. Y'all know how it could be. And you open up and it's a fucking frozen dead baby. Come on now. What do y'all think the mom was thinking? Do y'all think that something happened? Like the baby could have drowned in the tub and she knew that she would possibly face charges and she knew that it was an accident. So she covered it up. But I'm a little confused because at the end of the day, I don't have kids. But one thing I do know is that if those kids are not in school, the state will come to your house finding those kids to go to school. And they'll end up getting CPS involved if the kids miss so many days of school. However, I don't know if that goes for infants or whatever after the child is born. I don't know how that works because I don't know if it's only if the children have enrolled in school or if the children were born as well and they never enrolled them in school. So you would think that the state would have came to check. You know, I don't know how it works different in every state. But then again, who knows? She could have had this baby at home by herself. Who knows? Like, how did somebody get away with something like this? Do y'all think she had the baby at home by herself and then just got rid of it? Like, this is a fucking mystery, okay? Like, she would have to literally come back alive and say what happened. I guess they're going to do an autopsy, but damn, after all these years, come on now. But, anyway, I want to hear what y'all think. So let's get the comment section cracking. Remember, no answer is a dumb answer unless it is a dumb answer. And we're going to boot your ass the fuck up out of here. But this is a platform where we can be open and we could speak and say what we think and what we feel. So let's get the comment section cracking. And let's get into it. Until next time on Crime Stories with Nina, #CSWN. As we continue to pray for the healing of this nation and let God rule and reign, we won't stop fighting because most of all, we want justice.